I'm recording. Oh yeah,
Like
fucking screen
stream
share and shit. That'd be smart.
Is this all in the recording, not streaming?
I'm getting it up. This computer lags.
Then just build yourself one.
I
It's
can't.
fun,
I'm in college. I don't have the resources.
Ooh, stream.
Yeah. It's going.
So we should start talking about this team that's in front of us, eh?
That's also a misty terrain team. That's also a snow team. The fuck?
I'm confused.
I'm very
I mean,
confused.
It's not really misty terrain because when's the weeks together?
Fair, okay, but we got like snow and Alolan Ninetales to Titan. We've got electric terrain with Surge Surfer, Alolan Raichu, and Regice, as well as Quark Drive Iron Treads.
Yeah, and Hadron Henge and Lilligan.
That stops its own sleep powder.
Yeah.
And still
and
doesn't
chilly
have
reception as well.
And it got chilly reception, so it's another hail setter for the Titan. This is some weird ass fucking. This is a wombo combo squadron if I've ever seen it. The Little Jin maintains.
Wait, the combo is you go into Surge Surfer Regice with chilly reception. So you hit like a truck and you have double defense.
It's only 50% more, but yeah.
Well, yeah. But that basically gives it base like 150 defense.
You get a bunch of turns to Torch Song and just overpower everything.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, Torch Song, Freeze Dry, what do they resist? Other fire types?
What does do? Because I kind of approved it without actually remembering what that was.
It's a guaranteed attack raise.
Topsy-turvy, you mean?
Oh, Topsy-Turvy. That's fucking Malamar's signature move that got given to Graplock. It reverses all stat changes of the target.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's very
Imagine
the
if
funny.
You could target yourself with the...
Yeah, you cannot target yourself with it. It targets an opponent.
That would be pretty cool if you could.
It would have been pretty cool. So yeah, the actual nature of this team, it has Megalophony, Roaring Moon, and then it's combos. It's just combos all the way down the roster.
I kind of dig it just because it like embodies the complete nonsensical nature of this league.
That is fair.
I don't like Gyarados as the water. I think there's plenty of offensive threats. I think like a very normal water would have fit better here, but I do like the offense.
Fun fact, this is one of 3 triple ice teams in this league. I thought there was 2, it's actually 3. I don't fucking get it. How do 3 people do this shit? How did an 1/8 of the league go triple ice?
I didn't even know there were 9 viable ice types in this format.
There aren't! That's the fun part. One of them drafted an ice cube.
Oh, that's right. We haven't got to Jiggy's team.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
It's 3 triple ice squads, and none of them are even particularly great ice types, at least in terms of forms. Like, nobody drafted the Kyurem.
I just want to say, surely there's a better use of 100 points than Marowak Alola here? Like, I don't know what that's doing.
What's it trying to do?
With what?
Because this team needs another mode.
What's this?
That doesn't even have Trick Room? Are you getting Raichu?
Yeah, this team's gonna go.
Wait, no, I get it. I get it. That Alolan Marowak, it's the Trick Room counter.
Actually, that makes sense. But you can't...
He got drafted in the last round.
45 speed is kind of too fast and you can't run Iron Ball on it. I don't think it's good at that.
Yeah, look, it's a bit weird, but...
it's fine.
Speaking of a bit weird, the defensive profile. Once my computer fucking loads it.
Speaking of one thing, can we just say this team
shit.
has 3
Oh, gee willikers! Who the fuck? The net weaknesses are the thing that Ice is weak to, the thing that Ice is weak to, and the thing that Ice is weak to.
It would be really nice if they were better fire resists.
Or rock resists. Or fighting resists.
More than like 1 real rock resist.
Considering that is 5
Iron
fighting
weaknesses. Is a pretty
weaknesses.
good one, but
And
it's
5
exploitable.
rock resists. 5 rock weeks, 5 fighting weeks. Oh, and steel isn't too great either.
So far, it has made me realize that I really should have drafted a special attacking rock type. Because I'd have so many free matchups.
Oh, that continues, and
Yeah.
there's not many of those, but Terex is gonna it might be kill leader.
Oh, absolutely.
Like top 5.
It's gonna be crazy. Also, who's the second rapid spinner? Because I know this shit is one of them.
So Titan?
No, so Titan isn't it? It's one of the hacks, isn't it?
Let's go back.
Oh, it's Mortal Spin
Lilligant, yeah.
Yeah.
That's never gonna do
Which
anything.
is interesting.
You just block it with your steel hook.
Where are we gonna rank this team?
Where are we going to rank this team? I have no goddamn idea. Because it's like the embodiment of everything HDA. It's random bullshit,
Let's go back to
wombo combos, and hackmons that make up the wombo combos. And in addition, it's completely defensively inept.
Yeah, like Lilligant as a setter
And
and
has
spinner, that's not real.
ice
That's not a thing. It clicks Quiver Dance or it fucking dies.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the tier list. I think we shove this in could make playoffs. I think this is a solid could.
This is a could?
Yeah.
And
Offense is good.
That is true. The offense is kind of nutty.
yeah,
But this is very much one of those teams.
Worse than Necro
This
I
is
think
very
it's at
much
the bottom of could make.
This is very much one of those teams where I just, when someone says, how do I beat this? I will just tell them, don't lose and you'll win. It's very much that kind of team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 100% true. Also, let's move on to the last of our 3 teams. Because now Rachel gets to be quiet.
Yay!
So,
Somehow, this is the only team with 2 Terra captains.
Yeah. In hindsight, we probably should have made the Terra rules like 100 points, but you have to pick 2.
Yeah, that would have been smart, but I've never proclaimed that I was smart.
Yeah, look, neither have I. So
you just draft broken,
team,
but yes.
First of all, Rachel, big loser, didn't draft an all-star.
Unfortunate.
Like, there's a Rotom heat there when there's a whole Pachinko just sitting there waiting to be drafted.
Yeah, Pachinko's more expensive.
Yeah, but it's worth it, trust. This is also kind of a Trick Room plus a Palafin plus Sun. Plus Palafin in the Sun. I'm very confused. The Terra picks here are actually based. Obstagoon, I think, is a waste of a Pokemon.
Yep.
Especially when you drafted Mega Houndoom. I'm very confused.
This is a confusing ass roster. I don't really think there's much to stay on in this slide. I think I'll just move to the next.
Well, let's talk about the hacks. The Orichalcum Pulse with Armor... Wait, does Orichalcum Pulse boost your attack?
Yes, it also gets contrary base.
Let's Lilligant. Oh, that's why you... Wait, why did we approve contrary armor? Oh, that's right, because this mod's trash.
Yeah.
What physical moves does this thing get to abuse the sun? Solar Blade. That's
Blitz and Solar Blade, yeah. So very similar stuff to Fauna, but worse.
Yeah. We needed to add another gimmick outside of Trick Room plus Sun plus Tailwind plus
Sticky Web.
Dark Stab. We needed to add grassy terrain, because then this thing could just pulse grassy glide everything.
Yeah, let's go.
You almost have as good a grassy glide as Gen 8. This looks like it's Trailblaze, which is kind of nutty. Like
it also has a base 45 speed.
Oh, I've been looking at Lilligant the whole time.
God damn it.
So it doesn't get... Oh.
This is a Lurantis. We literally just went over the Lilligant team.
Shut up. Okay, this one actually gets some good physical moves. That makes more sense why you've given it this ability.
Yeah. It's almost like Rachel knew what she was doing.
Look, we've been doing this a while, okay?
Fair enough.
We started almost 3 hours ago.
Alrighty, let's move on to the defensive and utility profile.
Again, another team where a special rock type is just a free win.
Another team with a hydro pump problem.
Yeah, exactly. Our hydro and our rock resistances are just
good
vibes.
How is this such a persistent thing throughout the league, and very few people drafted good special water types? Like,
Let's actually see, like, how much does, like, a Nihilego do?
You said, I remember you remarked for this on my team. Oh, a well-played Hydro Pump just rips through everything. I fought Keldeo week 1 and it ran Physical Assault Fest.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Also, the Shadow Ball resist here is kind of just vibes as well.
It's Obstacoon, bro.
It's just... yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense. This team is just...
Also, one thing I'd like to say, I'm impressed that your defense stat is only 99 when you have Melmetal, Gliscor, and Diancie on the team.
It's pretty wacky.
Those grass types are bringing it down.
And the Cursula.
Oh, yeah.
Is as well. Considering 99% of the time that Houndoom's going to want to sit on the bench, we going slow.
No, that Houndoom is actually going to show up to a lot of games because, you know, this is a Sun team.
Yeah, but you set rocks and then the Houndoom sits in Sun for a turn and it's at like 30%.
Okay. And something else is dead.
Look fair. Where are we putting this team?
Good fucking question.
Cause what's its
Shit.
like its removal is Rotomede. I guess it's okay.
I don't. This is either a won't or a could. I'm very confused about it. Just the whole thing.
I think it's the top of won't.
Yep, that makes sense.
Given my schedule, yeah.
Oh, given your schedule, it's like the other won't. Also, I love how the three of us are all in 3 different tiers.
I love that. That's actually glorious. This is what happens when I draft jank. When I actually try in my drafts, they're goated, but when I don't,
I feel like that's a good metaphor for the 3 of us. I try and draft funny and it turns out good. You draft jank and it's like, this might work. And then Rachel is like, I'm gonna make all of the things happen. And
yeah, I definitely feel that. I very much make my drafts as... I make drafts that work, but only for me.
Yes, just go to the next slide.
Okay, alright, we go to the Tierlist.
Yeah.
I will...
My beloved.
So, I saw this originally when I was writing the little funny sentences on each of these team slides, and I saw how big you made Moon, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's funnier if I leave it like that. So that's what this is for, and why the O and N in Cobrapoison are half covered up.
Yeah, shoutouts to me for putting this whole slideshow together, by the way.
Yeah, shoutouts to Rachel for doing all this work. Rachel, I don't know how biased you are. I don't care how biased you are. You can't make Moon cover the whole fucking screen. But yes, remember that one team, I believe it was Blins, that I said was going to get ripped apart by fucking Kilowattrel? Well, here we have the Kilowattrel.
I'll have you know, while I was making a sandwich, yes, that's what I did between videos. It was a glorious sandwich. All the deli mates, thanks for asking. I ran a calc, and that Kilowattrel needs to be Specs Thunder to 2-shot Wailord. But that is my flying resist.
I'll make the Zapdos do it instead. Hopefully someone drafted Zapdos.
Let's see. Did they draft Zapdos? I think so.
But yeah, the Terminus Zygardes. You start with Goldango, and then you immediately go to Moon, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? So after speaking with Cobrapoison, I figured out this nerd is a VGC player, and as such, drafted the VGC. I don't think it's going to work.
It was so cute. I asked Cobra what his plan was with Goldango Moonmon, and he said, oh, Goldango's a great tailwind sweeper. Like, that was the pinnacle of tailwind abuse, and God bless his heart, but I'm glad there's some better stuff by the end of the draft.
Let me just say, there are many better tailwind sweepers. There is Mega Heracross. There is,
Mega Heracross, the mon where I remember the famous Blinn quote, Mega Heracross, the mon that should 6-0 every team, but never does.
Oh yeah, 100%. Zerkatree, that's a cool tailwind sweeper, because you just, like, persistent tailwind and then tail glow and kill everything. That'd be fun. Yeah, basically anything except
like this fucking round 1 Goldango into... I mean, if you wanted a special rock type to rip a bunch of teams apart, this is the closest thing you're getting so far, at least.
Yeah, Glamora is already... This team is already getting bumped up 1 tier just for having a special rock type.
Yep. And he's
got
Trick Room
hazard stack mode here with webs that can benefit Tauros pretty greatly. Like, it's not really Tailwind, it's more Trick Room or webs.
I love how the Tauros has tail glow.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is this is a pretty average team with probably some of the most broken hacks we've seen so far.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, like that Tauros is not okay.
It is. Beating it. I have a Wailord, so I don't mind.
I have an Unaware Mon, so I don't mind, but a lot of other people will mind.
Then there's the Surf Edged, which, why did we let it have Victory Dance with Stone X?
It's 65 speed,
remember.
But it's also decently bulky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Surf Edged has 95 defense. Like, that at +1 is... Like, I've got a Melmetal in the calc here. At, like, +1, if it's, like, even if it's max HP, like, it... Oh, actually, no, it does lots of damage. Surf Edged is not bulky. Okay, maybe it was fine. Yeah, this team is very...
It's definitely trying to do stuff.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's very It's very facilitation heavy.
Now let's see. Does this team have a Hydro switching? Oh my god, it does. It has a Water Absorbmon and a Ferrothorn. We finally found...
And a Hydreigon.
Yeah, but that's hardly a Hydro switching.
No, fat Hydreigons are pretty good Hydro switchings.
Yeah, that's fair. We finally found it, ladies and gentlemen. The one person in the team that one person in the whole league that drafted a Water Resist.
I will say, for, like, the Goldango Hazard Stack team, to have Defog and not Rapid Spin kind of hurts.
It does have Mortal Spin, though. Like, that's...
Oh, that we just didn't have it in the building tool.
That's incredible. Yeah. I need to update that in the building tool. Also, somehow this team goes positive defensively against 16 things, and neutral into Ice and a Ghost? How?
Yeah. I mean, Ice and Ghost are pretty common things to not resist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially when, like,
Granted, one of the Ice resists is fucking like, the Ice resists are Goldango Arachnid. And the Ghost resists are...
They're not great.
Tauros Hydreigon, so they're not great.
Yeah, once again, that Ghost fighting coverage that we're talking about. Like, any Ghost type with, like, Aura Sphere. Which is actually only Marshadow. Any Ghost type with Focus Blast that you can hit. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
When you have the glasses...
Or Cerule Edge, actually. Cerule Edge just kind of, like, 6-0s this team.
Yeah, actually. What, 95 speed?
No, Cerule Edge is only 85, but...
Still, probably good enough. I think Hydreigon has to force it out. Scary prospect.
Actually just rails this team. But yeah, it's pretty good, but it's also just not very, like, scary in the way that HDA teams.
Yeah, it doesn't... Like, I go into this, and I am confident that I can wreck its ass. Just not even considering...
I feel like if we use my team as an example, where it's, like, one that just clicks the buttons and you kind of have to do a lot of damage quickly to break through some of my stuff, I'm just not as scared that this team can do that.
Yeah, it is very facilitation heavy. There's a lot of stuff to do the support, and there's a lot of stuff to do the supporting of. And
I think all the upfront power is...
Getting stuck with only either one is going to be an issue. So yeah, where are we putting this? The Terminus Zygardes. Where the hell does this team go?
Let's go back to the.
I think it's up there.
I think it's the top half. I think it's middle of could make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
put it below S. Put it below S. I think is a good spot. Because I think we have a lot of broken stuff in the back half, which makes sense.
We probably do, somehow.
Oh, it's time. It is time.
Oh gosh.
Next slide.
Yo! It's the guy! It's the guy, it's the lad. Rachel, we're gonna need you to make a new shitpost thumbnail for this team.
Oh my god, I actually have such strong opinions about this one because I played in the mock versus Blinn. This team is built like a Gen 6 hyper offense team where fucking Suicide Lead Azelf was played in OU. It has all speed and no power. And despite everything being fast and frail and not one-hit KOing things, all of its defensive Pokemon don't fucking pivot.
You wanna know? I have a better analogy for how this is built.
Go for it, Blinn.
You know those paper straws that they give you at like Macca's? That is how this team is built.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain.
It's a brilliant idea, but in every sense of functionality, it is horrible, and you hate it.
Just like a Chansey and like a Corviknight, and this instead of Florida's Skarmory, and it's a million times like more passable. It's still not good, but usable. But as it is, anytime anything scary comes in, you are sacking them on.
Oh yeah, I played this week 1. Bringing Zendam versus this team was very fun because, especially when you benched Suicune.
In this case, when you played, like, these are post-Week 1 transactions. Instead of Suicune Regieleki, this was Quagsire Zeraora.
That's right, yeah, it was Quagsire.
It's also so physical, other than Jinx, who is... The Jinx hack is... It's not good enough.
It's just not.
No, it's not.
It's bad.
The hacks here just suck.
Why does it have Purifying Salt?
Why does it have a heal order? When is it ever going to take damage that doesn't kill it?
I do not know. Y'all, I do not know what to tell you. I can't see inside Slasher Brain. I don't know if there is a Slasher Brain.
Yeah, I'm very confused, because, like, to make a good Jinx hack, there are, like, a few ways that I would have gone. I would have said, let's go huge power Jinx, because that would have been funny. Because, like, Jinx actually gets physical moves.
Oh, I would have gone, like, sheer force, keep it no speed boosting, straight up flat.
Yeah, because But then Slash was like, oh, give it Magic Guard. And I'm like, well, no.
Yeah, it was Magic Guard Quiver Dance, like, bruh.
No. Like, I would have been fine against that, because I have my Forretress to steal all your boosts in the million priority.
I think it still would have been bad with Magic Guard.
Yeah. Like, yeah, huge power was actually just the way to go, because this thing gets, like... Or you could have gone no guard.
Yeah, I gotta check its attack stat. The attack stat is 50. That is Azumarill's attack stat. That would have worked.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You could have given no guard with Sweet Kiss, Dynamic Punch, Sing. Like, that actually would have been fun.
Alrighty, I moved to the defensive utility page, and this is treasonous. This is not...
Rock resist is Fly God.
Yeah. I was so sad.
Meowscarada. So the main problem with this, looking at the back of this, is so few of these numbers actually matter. Like, the entire Beedrill column, I don't care about. The Meowscarada, Regieleki, Jinx, I don't care about any of those columns.
I just love that the Jinx versus Firebox is 2.5.
Yeah, dry skin, it's weird.
Yeah, like, this thing's very resist. Now, I'll pull up my team that I built for this thing, because I was like, this thing's fairy resist. So I had Valiant, right? This thing's fairy resist is only Skarmory. So I'm like, oh, I just need move to hit Skarmory, fairy move, and I can win.
Yeah.
There's 20 points left. Why?
There are 20 points left.
How do you have 20? They're transactions. After week 1 transactions, there's still 20 points left. What happened here?
Yeah, this team's fire resist is before Suicune. I do think Suicune's a very good pickup for it.
Gongozo's right there. I disagree, actually.
Yeah, well, compared to Quagsire, like we're moving up little.
Yeah.
This is Slasher. Let's go baby steps, please.
Okay.
Beforehand, this is Fire Blast resist was the Quagsire, and let me.
And the cloth. And the cloth. You gotta remember the hacked cloth.
The parting shot regen cloth with. I don't get that one, guys. I'm sorry, but that one is. That is.
Oh, that is a hot garbage hack. It genuinely doesn't.
And the worst part, Slasher Gaming Technician. Regenerator is just natural, and it's a better ability.
What does Technician do?
It pumps your triple axles and rock blasts, bitch.
Rock blast?
What moves does Cloth get to abuse this?
2. Those 2.
It gets Rock Blast, which is actually kind of cool. Like, it gets Trailblaze, not useful. It gets Bulldoze in case you run into a grassy terrain.
It already has High Horse.
Oh yeah, well then it gets like a Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is the oh, this thing is like so bad. This team is the bottom. I think let's put Slasher out of his misery. Let's just shove it in the bottom one.
See, I was kind of tempted to rename that tier, but no, I'm not doing that. All right, we're moving on.
I actually think there will be another team down there.
God damn it! All right, we're moving on. Unit 97 only got 1 evolution. The season's lost, but it's a damn good one.
The units. I like this team because he has Funny Button and Rhydon, and he drafted my Marshtomp, which is actually good. Yo, I just saw the Marshtomps right on this. Okay, this team is already could take the league. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, unit's pretty good, but this roster is very all over the place.
I love that this roster is like, hey, I'm gonna either kill you quick or I'm gonna die quick.
And then there's Mega Sableye Among Us. Like, what?
Yeah.
What is Mega Sableye doing here?
Especially with like the Overquill.
It's hazard deterrent while it sits on the bench.
No, it's not. It has to Mega first.
Yeah, that's why you lead and Mega this thing every time.
I mean, Mozilla's pretty good removal. If you saw Unit's games in Season 6, he pretty much always ran Wish, Swords Dance, Flare Blitz, Rapid Spin every fucking game. And it would just win.
Yeah.
Like, Mozilla Firefox is cracked off its ass.
Oh yeah, Mozilla is very good. I actually really like these two. Like, I like actually all 4 of these hacks. I hate the color of the font that you've chosen because I cannot read that.
It's gross.
It's the best thing that works with the logo.
Yeah, I'll have you know on my screen that my Google Slides is at 225% zoom so I can see his hacks. And I'm looking at your stream for everything else. I actually kind of vibe with the Rotom Frost. I think it's cool without being like Magic Guard, so it gets an actual. I actually would have loved like what is Core Enforcer? Is that just
100 BP special dragon move? I believe if it goes second, it removes the target's ability. I don't remember if it's first or second, but I have something to do with
it just ignores ability.
No, it removes it.
What?
It's really weird.
Nullifies the foe's ability if the foe moves first.
Yeah.
What?
Basically, if you go second and you hit him with the Core Enforcer, that mon's ability is, like, neutered until it switches out. It's a really weird move.
I will say, instead of Haze, if you gave this thing Recover, I think that would have been, like, a really nice hack, just to have that ability. Since you've got, like, Magic Guard, you can run an item slot, like, a little bit of Recovery, I think would have been cool. Just
yeah,
like,
Recovery would have gone a long way.
Yeah, I do actually really like the ride-on hack in that I think it's very balanced.
And double grass quad isn't going to be the worst thing to play around with this roster.
I'd almost say that every hack so far, we've seen the momentum be parting shot. And we're like, why is it not U-turn so you can run Assault Vest? This is the one mod that I was like, you should have just given it parting shot.
Yeah. It's got EV light, so...
Yeah,
somehow this individual draft... Oh, wait, no. So we got 5 ground weaknesses to 2 immunities. And yes, this is 5. This Rotom Frost, that is a 2, not a 0. Your eyes deceive you, viewers.
Yeah.
Because that mon's running Magic.
So ground is a problem. Also, we have the only Ghost Resist being Overquill.
That is true.
With 65 special defense.
On a team with Latios on it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ghost Resist is just going to be a Mogus.
Yeah, that's going to have to be a lot of things resist on this team, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Fairy, maybe, but Mozilla can handle most defensive fairies.
Yeah, I will say, like, Hydro plus Ice Beam is a problem for this team.
Yeah, offensive waters are yeeps. Fairies with Psychic are yeeps.
Yes. I get Mozilla kind of handles it. It's fairies with Psy Shock.
Yeah.
It's like Mozilla's, yeah. Like
Mozilla's tanky, but not that tanky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only needs to tank 1 before it just obliterates you.
True, before it just obliterates you.
Yeah.
Man, I love Mozilla Firefox.
Yeah, look, even flying is not great because it's like Rhydon plus
and Rotom. It's just the Hagmons.
Yeah.
Decent.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like this team though.
I definitely do like this. It has really great pieces. Cabalion
Cabalion
will always make me want to shrivel up and die, though. So you lose points in my book for getting Cabalion.
I think this is... Yeah. The one thing that I hate about Cabalion is it's a steel type that doesn't resist flying and it doesn't resist fairy.
Yeah.
Which are the 2 things that this needs to do. I'll tell you what, hot take, I still think this is a shoo-in for playoffs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, this team is good. This team is gas. Very little facilitation necessary. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It clicks its things. And while its speed is not amazing, you got Torrent to get turnt. Random regenerator nonsense somehow.
It's a random regen core and Mega Sableye. Like, what if this is stall 1 week somehow?
It very well may be. It's got a fat enough collective ass to do that.
Let's not.
Alright, we're just gonna move on.
We're up to Jiggy.
We're gonna move on to the Destroyed Luxray, the third of our 3 triple ice teams.
I will say that I helped Jiggy build it. Well, it didn't help. He was talking to me while he built this.
That absolutely makes sense.
Don't take credit for this. You shouldn't have said that. That reflects on you.
One thing, I think this team is a lot better than it looks on paper. Because it is snow.exe.
I think it looks really bad on paper.
I think it looks really good on paper.
One thing I will say, that Ice Q hack has over 400 in both... Well, like, if you turned Ice Scales into, like, a defensive stat. It has over 400 in both defensive stats uninvested. In snow.
Oh, in snow. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, it still does have Darkrai, Annihilate, Mega Gang. I don't know. I think this team is just like, hey, I wanted to make a fun snow team, but it also just hits like a truck.
That is true.
Like, that Glastrier in snow is going to be a problem.
Oh, yeah. Glastrier is...
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we get to the elephant in the room.
Yeah. This type chart is really bad.
Okay, never mind. There is one remover. It is Mousehold.
Oh, right. Tidy up.
Yeah, tidy up Mousehold.
However, that does not excuse 6 net weaknesses. And your removal being this one fucking shitter, plural.
I will say, the team has good speed tiers.
That is true.
Kind of. Not to a fast fighting type.
I mean,
You're dealing
what
with very
fast
little
fighting types
removal,
are over
4 rock
125?
weaknesses. Not exactly a huge fan of getting webbed on or spiked on. Given, like, Glow
Yeah.
King and the fact that Ice Cube and Astrier want to hold an item. Yeah, it's so weird
Yeah, look,
here. This team also doesn't have a flying resist, but it's a bit more excusable than with Blinn because ices.
Hey. I kill flyings easier than this guy.
You sure about that, boss?
There's no steel and there's no fairy, like, at all. Like,
There's an Amorous
There
T.
is an Enamorous. There is
That doesn't... Okay, I guess.
That is a fairy. Look at its
It's still
ass.
fighting weak.
Enamorous is your fighting resist.
It's still...
And smoking.
It still has 1 dragon resist, like, it is...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is ouch. I thought this was
This
good,
is
but now I'm looking at this and I'm like, ouch.
Yeah. Look,
This is the team I thought would also be in Won't Win a Game.
I don't think
Maybe it's a...
I don't think it's in Won't Win a Game because it has things that win you games. Like Annihilate wins you games.
It has
Blast
too
Roost
much
wins
random
you
fucking
games.
bullshit to not be able to win a game. I definitely think it's a won't
I
make.
think it's a won't make playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely not. It's not anywhere higher.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
get
unfair,
anywhere
at
higher
least.
with removal this awful on a 3 ice team.
This team is worse than the sum of its parts. Its parts are pretty good.
I still think this team is somehow going to do like decently okay. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if this was a top 10 team at the end of the season.
Yeah, because it's piloted by Jiggy, and this league is full of people that aren't going to
that's a bit
exploit its
hard.
weaknesses.
Yeah.
Let's just move
Have
on.
we found
We
an
got
Ice Week team yet? Because yeah, we got Zeb. We know what's coming here.
our Zebstrike-centric roster with very awkward speed
Yeah.
tiers, and holy shit, that bulk line.
But I do love that he drafted Lancelot, Remedy, and Titan.
That is true.
Like, that is...
As well as tried to make
I
discount
love-
Rune Gross and whatever that pod is.
Yeah. Look, the God Pod. This team is actually really good.
This is fucking top 3. It's crazy.
I mean, can we just delete the Wheezing and Guzzlord from this team? Just because, why is there a Guzzlord when you already have...
Gold Trace.
Why is there
Yes.
a Silvally? Actually, we made Silvally really cheap, didn't we?
We made it like 3A
Yeah.
or
that's-
2B.
Yeah,
I think Silvally
that's
sucks.
kind of cheap. It's good on this team then at that price. Like,
Fair.
yeah, this is that the budget Rune Gross and then the God Pod are really good. Mega Medi is here as well, and we have a lot of slow momentum. Like that God Pod, we have the
Lancelot. Does
Parting
Lancelot
Shot from
get U-turn?
Remedy.
No, it doesn't get U-turn. We don't got it on Titan. We got it on Rems.
It's God Pod, Remedy, and
Silvally, I guess.
yeah, Silvally, which is actually like kind of pretty reliable. Once again, resistances to a well-placed Hydro are the Guzzlord that should never be on this team, and the God Pod, which has a not exactly a great time against taking hits.
Yeah, the lack of healing there is going to be a
Without
big
emergency exit, 7590 is not bad. You could run Assault Vest on it.
It's not bad, but it's not amazing either.
No.
Yeah,
So
this team's really
yeah.
straightforward. I like it a lot. This is good shit.
I think it's good. Your rock resist, once again, can I say special rock types? Where's that Glamora is going to kill everyone this season. because you know how we said that Cobra was going to do some weird hazard stacking bullshit?
Yeah.
He's not. He's just going to click specs power gem, I think, this whole season, based on what we've seen.
Yeah, week 1 was a Sash hazard poke.
Shoo-in.
Is this a shoo-in, or is this a could take it all?
I think this could take it all. This is top 3 for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, because we actually don't have very many teams left.
Yeah, we got like 4. 4 left. Come on,
we're up
we're
to
close.
Charlie. Okay,
On to
actually,
Charlie.
this is what I was thinking for the other could take it all. This team is bonkers. Can we just say, we forgot about Spectra being uber broken.
Oh,
now.
yeah,
He
we
goes
definitely
with
forgot
Elephant
about Hans.
Genghis.
We forgot about Hans.
He has the Mon that can just click banded spikes. Mega Altaria, which has Will-O-Wisp now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Mega Altaria got Will-O-Wisp.
What the fuck?
Mienshao with Terra is actually scary because you can just reckless Terra normal double edge.
You can
I
already
actually wanna
just
see a
reckless
calc on
Terra. You can already just reckless high jump kick. Feels like you'd want to
Yeah,
go
but
Terra
normal
poison.
is less resisted,
Fair.
and they can't protect around your shenanigans. Give me a Mon that is like
Becomes a budget Meloet, basically.
decently bulky.
Tapu Koko.
No.
Yeah, let's go back to the Coco.
We're using the Coco
Terra-
baseline again.
Yeah, a Terra normal double edge just dies. Oh, I haven't even put Reckless on it yet.
Alright, give me Max Bold Clefable.
Yeah, let's go Clefable. A max defense Clefable takes 70%.
Damn.
Wacky. Alrighty,
That is-
let's
yeah, that is-
focus on the hacks of this section. The Rampardos is weird. Felt like you could have done better, but Skill Link is a fun little thing to work with. Basically
I feel
Power
like it
Whip
could have
and basically Stone Edge but more are pretty
Yeah.
cool. Microsoft Excel, I will always say yes. The
Yeah, I
Gligar
think-
looks kind of shitty.
I think it's pretty good. Thick Fat is like, this team needed another fire resist. But, not that it was lacking, just that out of the Mons you want to bring, the fire resist is Mega Ult and Salazzle.
Fair.
Yeah, that hard swap.
Giving it an actual body press. Does Eviolite boost body press? I
No.
always forget.
Eviolite does not.
That
I
is-
think Choice Band does.
It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
It's very weird, very wacky, very Funko Pops. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
So,
Why-
yeah, definitely see why Thick Fat on the Gligar was good, but even then, you're still
Yeah.
Ice Net Ice Week. Ground is
exactly.
ouch,
Yeah,
somehow.
ground's rough.
Ouch, but
How is
then again,
very
bringing-
rough for this team when it has a Metelephant on it?
I mean, ground is ouch, but also you're bringing the Gligar most weeks. It's just like,
True, the Gligar is showing up a lot.
yeah, the Gligar.
And I suppose
is
we can
like-
also look at this team as how it handles Spectreer's answers. Which,
It
Spectria.
actually has surprisingly low amount of momentum for getting Spectre in. It's mostly Gligar and Regen Mienshao.
Gligar,
Heliolisk
Mienshao,
is not
Heliolisk. It's just those guys. And maybe Hisu Aviary? I do not remember.
It does get U-turn, I'm pretty sure.
Crap, then I need to update the building tool again.
Right.
I'm not going to remember this shit. It's fine.
Yeah, it does.
Priority moves, we've really just got Microsoft Excel with the Rampardos. But that's a damn strong one.
Rampardos is- yeah. I still think this team is really good. I think the Heliolisk and the Salazzle are kind of pointless here. I also think that the Hisuian Braviary is, a bit pointless.
Feels kind of wacky. I'm sort of let
I'm gonna
down
have a-
by these lowish average defense stats.
But low Spadef, you've got Mons with a really good HP stat. Low speed is just because you've got Rampardos, Metelephant, I feel like, and Genghis.
Yeah, guess
And
there's
then low
that.
defenses. Low defenses mainly because there's a Salazzle Heliolisk there.
Fair enough.
Actually, look. Let's look at Charlie's draft. Does he have these Mons because he needs the? No, he could have dropped Heliolisk. I don't know why he didn't like drop Heliolisk.
There's not a lot at that tier, but yeah, there's last two.
He also has 2 Mons, like 20 points left. He could drop Heliolisk, drop Braviary, and then pick up like, I don't know, another 1B.
Yeah, actually.
You could pick up a Celesteela.
You need a full 11.
Well, yeah, and like a shitter.
Oh, okay, that's what
you know what he drops? He drops Heliolisk, he drops Braviary, and he picks up Pachinko, and this team is actually cracked.
Oh my fucking... Can we edit that out of the video so he doesn't hear that, please?
I don't edit my videos, sorry.
Fuck. You've doomed us all.
No, we've only doomed the people that fight him. Where are we putting this team?
I think this is... I think it's a top of shoe-in.
It's a top of shoe-in until the transactions fix, like, the low end. Because the low end is really jank right now.
Yeah, it's...
Or even, like, if he doesn't want to pick up Pachinko, there's a Rotom Wash.
Gee,
yeah.
Meow.
What? He's got, yeah, 180 points. Actually, yeah, he can just pick up Pachinko and a 20-pointer, and this roster is busted. Or even Shinobi's there. There's like...
Yeah,
why did I say this? Even Dio Speed.
All sorts of nonsense.
Wanna...
If you want to go real fast.
I kind of like... I like the Rotom. I would say you want like a Volt Switch here. That's more reliable.
Pachinko is like the pick here. 100%. Pachinko and then like Badu. And we fixed your team.
No, get something cool like Carnivine.
Camerupt.
Camerupt! I mean, this team... Oh, yeah, the ground is the fucking Gligar. Never mind. Next up.
No, what we need...
And Go-Go, honestly. So this is scary.
Yeah, thank you for letting us blatantly rip... I love that. Yeah, this is... Why did we let Terra Regidraco with Terra Blast in? Because the like whole thing with this mon is that Fairies walled it, and now it can just Terra Steel.
Iron Bundle and Mega Diancie
and Sneasler are kind
each of those individually already win against half the league.
True. Iron Bundle and Mega Diancie are pretty...
I don't care what happens after those two Pokemon. Those two, I think secure like 2/3 of every single week.
Yeah. One thing I'll say, if we look at like the image on the right where he's in like that in the tiers, if the top row is broken, the middle row is very mid, and then that sort of bottom 4 in the corner is also broken with a Regigigas. So there is 7 really good picks here.
Okay.
There's 3 picks that are just sort of, why are you here? And
then...
Nah, but Gastrodon got the sauce. I don't know what you're talking about. Gastrodon got the sauce.
Yeah, but...
Gastrodon is the answer to the Hydro Pumps and the special rock types.
Yeah, I don't know. Dio Defense is such a boring mon, and Rotom Low just feels superfluous here.
I think the first 4 Pokemon line up so well in every other draft.
How does this team go so fast? How is your second lowest speed 80?
Yeah, I mean, against the Trick Room team, it's just losers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is gonna fucking die. I mean, no, they have an out. They have the funniest out in the universe. They have they have Let Something Die, Go Deoxys, click Trick Room.
Yeah.
That is... Wait, actually, we need to talk about that Oricorio.
Yeah, please. You just said, oh, that's one of the good picks in the corner, and what the fuck is that?
So it's adaptability with Technoblast, Sandsear Storm, Conversion, and Reflect types. So the whole point of this mon is getting adaptability boosts on funny types. Because and what you do is then you then Revelation Dance.
Okay, but
so
that's so many hoops to jump through.
Well, not really. because what you do, the thing with Genesect, is you knew what type it was when it came out because you could see the drive. This thing you can't with Technoblast. So you Quiver Dancer up in whatever form you are, and then just Technoblast something for like water damage. So if you're the electric Oricorio, they say go into their ground type, alt their ground type just cops like a water Technoblast. And then you could so I think it's gonna have moveset for this. But also it just has adaptability boosted Revelation Dance, and now it gets Quiver Dance, so...
Oh, it has Quiver Dance at base now.
Yeah, Quiver Dance is natural in Gen 9.
I still think, how... Explain to me how this is better than just making it a Terra Captain.
Because you can hit all of the types. You can also, reflect type things for funny resistances. So, it just has ridiculous, because you can also just adaptability with, fire. Hurricane.
Okay.
I think this is a really funny hack.
It's really funny. It's so many hoops to jump through.
I tried to make an Oricorio hack, and I wish I could have made something as fucking cool as this.
I don't think it's that many hoops to jump through, though, because you send it out, you click Quiver Dance or something, then, keep in mind you're not running all of these moves every week.
You're only running
Dance, Revelation, probably Technoblast, and then maybe something else like Hurricane. So what we're looking at here is the fact that once again we have vibes for our Fairy Resist.
Yeah.
Because that Oricorio is not going to be fire.
Yeah, it's not going to be fire for long. And gee willikers, who'da thunk it? Electric, ice, and rock, all issues that kind of prop up as a result of this Oricorio.
Yeah.
Really just this fucking goober.
Yeah, what I think you just drop the Dio Defense and the Rotom Fan and find some better, because I like Gastrodon plus Mandibuzz. I think it's really cool. You drop the Rotom Mo.
Just the weird defensive guys.
Yeah, just find one more synergy pick to go with those two to make a nice tight core, and then find some slow momentum, and this team is actually really good.
I think they're fine.
I
think Rotom could be improved upon, because you do have Water Absorb, but...
Deoxys Defense is, in my opinion, the single most overpriced passive one that you can get.
Yeah.
It's just, why is it here? Is it here to beat the fighting types? But it doesn't really do that, because fighting types can just sort of,
click knockoff and U-turn and say fuck you, get out.
Yeah, is it then here to beat the, the poison
but also,
types,
if Deoxys isn't here to beat the fighting types, what is?
Yeah, that's the thing. Sneasler?
Yeah, Sneasler's not doing it. Deanzy's not switching in. Origorio's not switching in.
Yeah,
God forbid you make Mandibuzz do it all the time, which that's not gonna work.
The thing is, you have mons that kill the types that, Deoxys is clearly there for. The Deoxys is there for the psychic types, the fighting types, and then just all-round being, I think. But Deoxys doesn't give you a way to, you're clicking teleport every week, which is kind of just, it's just a fat teleport button.
With this top end, I'm okay with a fat teleport button. All of the Slowbros obviously went pretty fast.
Yeah, I just think there's better uses for it. If you look at...
Definitely.
I'd almost just rather have a Chansey.
Even worse, what happens when you run into a fighting type that just packs taunt randomly?
Or a Magmortar. That thing is a fat teleport now.
Wait, really?
It's teleport, not fat, but teleport.
Decently fat enough. A P2, I think, is fine.
P2's worsened this fighting problem so much, though.
Yeah, true. Well, I'd say drop the Reggie, but we're never doing that. So
yeah, that's never gonna happen. This is Lord Nobody.
What 40 pointer is actually coming?
That's fair. All of the hacks.
I
think we put it in bottom end of shoe-in.
bottom end, I think it's really good. I think it's near the top end to shoe in. Iron Bundle and Mega Diancie are just insane. Like we have nitpicks about the defensive core, but
think about there then. Yeah, say middle. Like maybe top 5 at the moment is probably good.
Currently, it is top 5, Blinn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now that's a good spot.
Alrighty,
so
2 more.
Now we have Hammy, which I don't know what the fuck this team is.
Yeah.
Because we have a round 2 Jirachi into a round 3 Mega Gallade.
We have a very strange Steelix and an even stranger Glaceon. We have Terra on the Jolt with the Zapdos in the bag. Got a Swampert and a Crocodile and some Rulachak now.
I don't understand.
I was trying to break it down. I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, that's why I cut you off.
Yeah, Terra Jolteon. There's 20 points left. You could Terra over Bombi. Why is it Jolteon?
Because they want to do the funny click Terra, go blast on your ground. But if you want to do a funny thing to opposing ground types, just bring Glaceon and click Weather Ball. Oh, this Glaceon's here as a fat snow setter, so they can go into Zapdos and fuck your grounds up.
Why does it set snow?
For what? For what purpose?
For Zapdos and Jolteon Weather Balls, bitch.
The idea, I think, was to buff Body Press, but...
And, like, the Steelix got chilly reception. This is clearly a mode that he's going for.
But why? You have
what reason?
Weather Ball! The reason is Weather Ball. The reason is tell the people who have Weather Balls.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's for Weather Ball, Zapdos, and Jolteon. It sounds cringe because it is.
You wanna know what my, like, reaction to hearing that was? Look at the logo. That's an accurate representation of this man's logo.
Glade's good. I actually really like the Steelix. We've had Ground Moon Steelixes do really well before. This thing just got 4 kills like an hour ago.
Who did it fight though?
Yeah.
Glaceon not so much.
Glaceon is really weird.
This Glaceon, I think this Glaceon is mad trash.
Oh yeah, I am very confused by this.
Oh my gosh, this team isn't net neutral on anything. I love that.
Once again, we have a team that loses to a well-placed Hydro Pump.
Oh my god, it's 3-0.
You don't need to place that well. Actually,
no, I mean
you just have to
connecting.
I say this.
So you have this loses to a non-blind Hydro.
Yeah. But don't worry though, we have 4 electric immunities. Because we needed to draw triple ground.
Maybe that's where the water problems come from.
Yeah, but also look, you have a big fire problem. How are you weak to water and fire? They resist
and ground?
Yeah. And Ghost, but that made sense.
Like, you're weak to one of them, but not all of them.
How are you weak to Ghost with Double Dark?
This needs a dragon. Unironically, it needs a dragon type for the dragon resistances.
Yeah.
That is 5 ground... Oh, wait, no. So this is 4 ground weaknesses to 2 immunities and a resist. And what ground type beats Steelix?
Oh, right, yeah, Steelix.
It's Earth Eater.
It's gonna be, so that one's fine.
Wacky, Wild, Funko Pops, etc. Math, algorithm.
Ghost is probably fine, but wow, that water.
Wow, that water. You'd think a double electric team would be able to function in the face of a water type. You would believe incorrectly. Yeah, where are we putting this, y'all?
Let's go back to let's have a look.
Why do I feel like this is a won'ty?
I feel like this is like middle of won't. Like
middle of won't. It's got some major issues.
This is right there for me. This is a won'ty.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, y'all need to get some non-square logos or learn how to just crop out the white background. because that tier list hurt my face. Coincidence that apart from Snorby's meme logo, the top 7 teams are all ones with fun logos that aren't round. It's just, yeah, get a good logo and you become a better
Mine is
player.
an actual square that doesn't have a white back. Oh, great. We're going to the last team. We're going to KingBelgarion. So this team has a special rock type, which means it wins. And it also has a well-placed Hydro, which means it wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only issue is that something is going to have a scarf on it. I think that's fine. I think there's a lot of really terrifying candidates for a choice scarf. But those features do cap out at
our local big number right here.
And I'd just say, yeah, that's a problem. Rachel, I want you to list me a mon that is not a resist that you think should take this Tinkerton hit.
No.
Exactly. You can't.
I'll list you a mon, Amoongus. It can live one.
Okay,
Easy.
Hold on. Does a table flip?
Well, yeah, that will, because it's freaking table flip in the snow.
No, not in the snow. Just raw-ass table flip.
I'm really interested in the cat.
So Amoongus does not live one. After rocks, it dies guaranteed. To Banded Gigaton Hammer. Because, like,
Yeah, but Banded Gigaton Hammer is cringe, because it means you have a forced swap out immediately after.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, because your opponent forced to swap out a mon to the dead bot.
Yes, and now you're forced to swap out your entire team, because your opponent just gets to set up.
Yeah, okay, let's go Avalug.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing...
Max defense Avalug with fur coat. It still takes half from Banded. If
Let's
we're
go!
not Banded, so
The
we're
table
like
flip
metal,
lives!
Metal coat, table flip takes half. This is a problem.
Table flip stalls it out, let's go!
Let's go max HP Mew.
It's also, like, pretty reasonable as a rocker with recovery, U-turn, knockoff, and hammer. Like...
yeah, but this thing's would hit. Yeah, this thing's coverage is not going to do any damage. It is only going to actually hit you with the big gig.
Well, Crabhammer could actually. Why didn't he give this thing a move to hit steals? It's like the only type that's switching into this.
Because justifications, bitch.
But it got downcoded.
Yeah, I feel like Firelash got done for like the fact that it lowers defense. Like, why not just give it, like, I don't know. Does this thing get Earthquake?
No. It's only, its big dumb coverage move is Ice Hammer.
It's so funny that it still doesn't cleanly beat Corviknight.
Doesn't get any fire, doesn't get any fighting. It gets Brick Break because your way to break steals.
Yeah, that's never doing anything.
No.
Even against something weird like Metelephant, that's not doing jack. So is this like a whack-ass Webs team, maybe? You cap out at 110 with no priority to speak of, which in this league is awful.
Yeah, this can just lose to a 100 speed Dragon Dance.
Yeah, this...
Can I just ask, why is there explosion on that Rapidash?
Because funny button.
Yeah, so that Paleo Wave is going to kill things. I don't know how I feel about this team. I'm confused.
I like it, and I think it has a pretty clear weakness.
We forgot, that's a Grendel, not regular Drudigon.
Oh, I fucking missed it. My bad.
Oof, it's fine. That just means it has a fatter ass.
Yeah, and it is much better. So we almost have... Actually, this team has well-placed Hydro Pumps. That's crazy.
Grendel and Blastoise and maybe Roserade on a good day.
Actually has a dragon type. There's like no dragons.
And Sun.
I swear.
Yeah. It's because all the dragons are in the high tiers where all the all-stars are. No one wants to take that.
That's totally true, actually. Yeah.
This team, however, doesn't exactly take flying moves because Archeops is dying and Tinkerton is questionable when you just want to run big fat button.
Fair.
Also, ghost types. Like, I know that's a Dunsparce, then it gets Eviolite now, but
it's a Dunsparce. It does not.
Oh, is it a Dunsparce?
Yeah, it's a Dunsparce, and it Terras. So it just screams at you.
I'm Dunsparce. Yeah, this also, like, your dragon. What dragon type doesn't get Earthquake or, like, Mystical Fire?
Or any fucking steel move to hit this shitter?
Yeah, look. This is a bit of a problem. Rock type, again, just like Edgequake.
I think you can learn a lot by just looking at these average stats over here.
Yeah.
Of the whole fucking team.
Yeah, it's like, it clicks the funny buttons, but it doesn't live other teams' funny buttons.
Yeah. And doesn't really... It just doesn't have a contingency plan for opposing funny buttons at all.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah. This is top of won't make.
Really? I think it's better than that.
No, I think that's where I'm putting it. Just because it's so slow. Its defensive backbone doesn't exist. But it still has, like, a couple of threats that it will hit.
It has big threats, but it has no backup plan. The speed problem is really big. The bolt problem is pretty big. The priority problem is really big.
Are we going to move things up and down tiers at all now that we've gotten all 24? Because only 2 teams at the top tier and won't make playoffs is pretty crowded. Like, only 14 we're saying is in the top half.
No, I think that's pretty fair. Like, if you look at it, won't make playoffs, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 10 teams there. And if you looked at a normal league, like, you say top 12 make playoffs, there's probably 2 or 3 teams, like, outside playoffs that you're like, these guys probably should have made it. And so I think it's the right balance. Let's have a look at some of, like, what are some teams that were pretty trash? I think we put Jiggy in might win a game.
Might win a game?
Yeah, I definitely think that's bottom 3.
Above
Scully, though. Above, yeah. Let's have a look at just some of the early teams.
I'm gonna keep locked on this for a bit.
Yeah. Just stay on this, I'd say. I think we put S into won't win a game.
What? See, problem with putting me into won't win a game is that I already have.
That's why I said it. Who else is, like, kind of trash? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about right. I think we say that. Oh, we have one more slide to talk about.
We do indeed.
Bonus.
We have our bonus round.
So, what we can say is this Pachinko should be off the board as soon as Charlie sees
as soon as Charlie watches this video, this Pachinko is gone. Mars...
If he does.
Mars not being taken makes a lot of sense. Obsidian, this mon is very specific. So that tracks. Chunk.
I honestly just don't think Osbodot is very good.
Yeah, it's really... Yeah.
We talked about Chunk a bit earlier, and we were like, yeah, the fact that there are 3 Trick Room teams and none of them wanted Chunk is pretty damning.
That's so sad, because I used Chunk last season, and it's so much fun. Like, it's actually a really fun one to use. Same with Shinobi. Like, I know I'm a bit biased because Shinobi is my hack. But that thing is really fun, and it fixes so many of these rosters that have terrible speed tiers. Like, it's just clicks buttons. Bombardment, I don't think people are seeing especially all these Trick Room teams. Like, you Draco Fire Blast. Like, what?
Draco Overheat, but yes.
It's okay.
Overheat Fire Blast. Like,
why ever Fire Blast with this mon?
I mean, I keep saying Overheat Draco. Yes. Like, what mon takes 2 of those? Like, there's not really a
there really isn't. Nothing Like,
yeah, nothing
your
resists
best
dragon
shot is some fat rock.
The
Like a Titan.
The mons that resist it are Azumarill and Primarina.
Yeah, and nobody drafted either of those. Otherwise, your best options are like Titan.
And I feel like this
mon's gonna live a hit from Titan.
Yeah. I mean, I've got my own contrary mon. Cobra's got a Mega Camera. I think it just didn't fit. I think it's still good. I just barely didn't make it. So I was looking at it too, but
because it's also got like Shell Trap as like 150 base power. It's basically Hyper Beam that traps you, but that's fine. It gets Focus Blast. Flip Turn is kind of funny on it.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Flash Cannon's kind of cool. Like, this mon actually gets some cool moves.
It really does. So yeah, and with that, I believe we are all donezo funzo with part 2 of the HDA power rankings.
Loki, wait, I just thought of the coolest bombardment set. You run Shell Smash to get the defense boosts, and then you Reiko things to get your special attack.
Just like a really bad cosmic power?
Yeah, yes, just a really bad cosmic power.
Holy shit.
I mean, I could... Wait, rest, sleep, talk, contrary, overheat. Rest, sleep, talk, Shell Smash, overheat. Boom.
Yeah.
Big chilling.
Because by the time your water type is coming in... Actually, no, that sets... Yeah, you need rest, sleep, talk with Leper Berry, because you're going to need it for those, like, only 8 overheats.
We're only having 8 overheats, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, this is a good ending point, so I'm gonna give it a ciao for now and go put this up.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, no, this has been fun.